Bruv, hey, what's going on, guys? Newcastle United won, Manchester United nil. And nobody surprised, you know. Imagine bare people trying to ring me, banter me off and that, bruv. I'm joining in the bants. Like, you can't banter me right now, blood. Like, what you find funny about my club, I find funny about my club. What a fucking joke. Man got slapped up by a team with two long staffs, blood. Not one, two fucking long staffs. Unbelievable. I don't want to hear no excuses no more. I don't want to hear it, bruv. I don't want to hear that Newcastle got better players than Manchester United and it's the Glazers' fault, because it's not. It's not. It's the Glazers' fault for a lot of things. A lot of people saying, Ollie's form proves that it's not the manager's fault. That's bullshit. Let me tell you this, yeah? David Moyes was a joke, never should have happened. LVG was the right idea at the wrong time. LVG hadn't done anything in club football for a long time. Like, it's different when you're managing international teams. International management and club management, day-to-day management are completely different. LVG was a brilliant idea for Manchester United. Maybe if it was LVG, maybe 10 years prior, because his philosophy and everything suits the club. The whole playing the youngsters, the way he teaches people. Bruv, he had the right idea. He had the right idea. He had the right idea. He really did, man. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just that I feel like it was a bit too late in his career, but the idea was there. Out of all the managers we hired, LVG was the closest thing to what we needed. Mourinho, that was an absolute joke of an appointment. Like, there's a reason why teams like Bayern Munich, Barcelona overlook Mourinho, because he's not that coach, bruv. He's not going to improve players. If you're going to give Mourinho a very young side to improve, he's not your guy, innit? The only way you get the best out of Mourinho is if you back him with a lot of money and understand that he's going to buy you a squad that are going to win you trophies, and then you're going to have to replace that squad in 2 seasons. Because that's what he does. He's a quick fix merchant. He's Patch Adams, blood. Man does patch jobs. That's all he does. If Manchester United were thinking long term, you don't recruit Jose Mourinho. You do not, because he doesn't care about style of play. He doesn't care about who he upsets. He comes in, he fucks shit up, he wins stuff, and he leaves. That's what he's always done everywhere he's gone. So, if we had the right people upstairs, they don't recruit any of these managers. Maybe with the exception of Louis van Gaal. So you can't turn around and say just because it hasn't worked out for 4 man that they're not responsible for the reason why it hasn't worked out. They're still responsible for what they're doing on the pitch. It's Ollie's fault that man couldn't register a shot on target against RZ Alkmaar, and we've just lost to Newcastle. It's got nothing to do with the Glazers, bruv. Like, whether the Glazers got him all the targets he wanted in the summer or not, that is no excuse for why you can't beat a team like that. I'm not trying to hear it, bruv. Like, let's give criticism where it's due, innit? Like, it's Ed Woodward's fault probably that we didn't get a striker to replace Lukaku. But if that's the case, and you know we're not getting a striker, why do you let go of Sanchez? I believe who goes out has everything to do with the manager, because the manager says who goes. He might not be responsible for who comes in, but he's definitely responsible for who goes. Or else, I'm sure Pogba will be gone. So you can say that. The reason why things haven't worked out on the pitch for the team has everything to do with the coaching staff and the managers. What's Carrick and these man doing, bruv? What is Carrick's role at the club? He ain't doing jack shit. Same with McKenna. Same with McPhelan. Them man been quiet recently, bruv. Now Ollie's under fire. I ain't seen too much of any of them. It's looking all quiet. Like, what these man getting paid to do? As I said, it looks like them man on work experience. Whole things are fucking shambles. I'm not trying to hear it, bruv. Ollie deserves to be sacked now, bruv. Like, I'm tired, innit? I've seen the numbers. Ollie's numbers are worse than Maureen's numbers in his final days, innit? I believe that Liverpool beat United, and that's going to be the final nail in the coffin. Well, it should be if it's not. Like, if I remember correctly, I think it was Liverpool, I think it was Klopp that got Jose the sack. So don't be surprised if it's Klopp that gets Ollie the sack now, bro. It's not that the players aren't playing for him. It's just that simply he's a shit coach, bruv. Like, his idea of affecting the game was changing Daniel James from the left wing to the right wing. Like, what difference was that going to fucking make? And we all know that Daniel James is better from the left anyway. That's how you know man's just out of ideas, and he just had to make it seem like he was doing something. Do you know what I mean? And then the tactical change he made, we had an injury. Dallo goes off injured, then he brings on Rojo, then plays Twanzebe at fullback. But I'm like, if we had a style of play then you would just make a swap, one attacking fullback for the other, probably bring on Williams or something like that, continue to bomb forward and press man back, bruv. Instead of playing Twanzebe as left back or right back. Even though we can play that, if we had a fluid system, there's no way that he'll be playing right back because he's not an attacking player. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. We're pushing for a goal. And then you bring Mason Greenwood on, and then I think they went to a 4-4-2 with Greenwood up front with Rashford, but it looks so disjointed. How man got 65% possession in the first half? Rashford touched the ball 9 times in 45 minutes. That's the focal point of your attack, and he's had 9 touches on the ball. That's not Rashford's fault. Don't get me wrong. Rashford's movement and everything is shit, but it's Ollie's job to teach him how to play striker or don't play him there, innit? It's that simple. Like, if Rashford don't have the IQ to play as a striker and move around, don't play him there. Play Mason there, bruv. Like, Mason's played striker all the way up through the youth team, yeah. Even though he's a youth, he understands the position better than Marcus Rashford, but you're still persisting with Rashford up front. 9 touches means that the midfield aren't getting the ball into the striker's feet. If we had a pattern of play and some fluidity about our attack, the striker should be touching the ball more than that. Harry Maguire touched the ball in the opposing box more times than Marcus Rashford, and he's a centre-back. That's on Ollie. That's what that's on. Every corner floated into the back post to Harry Maguire's head. No variety. That's on Ollie. There's certain things that you can blame the board and the man and the owners for. Lack of ambition, lack of money spent. That being said, Ed Woodward's come in and he spent 900 million. So we have to look at where the money's been spent, who the money's been given to. A lot of these managers shouldn't have been given the amount of money that they were given. If you're trying to build for the future, you don't give Jose the money. Again, that's on Ed Woodward because you don't know shit about fucking football. And that's just what it is. Like, actually sanctioning the signing of Marouane Fellaini, blood, that was a mad thing, fam. But again, they backed Moyes. What the fuck does Moyes know? We spent bare money on Juan Mata. Juan Mata has been finished for a long time. We just gave him a new deal under Ollie. We just gave Andreas a new deal under Ollie. We just gave Rashford a new deal under Ollie. These men don't deserve new deals. So I don't think Ed Woodward decides to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you know what, yeah, Juan Mata deserves a new deal. I don't think that that's how the conversation went. Because if Ollie said, yo, we don't want Juan Mata, we would have got rid of him, bruv. The same way we got rid of Lukaku. Lukaku was a bigger name than Mata. We spent more money on him. If Ollie wanted to keep Lukaku, we would have kept him. So that means all the men that are at the club right now are there because Ollie wants them there. So it's Ollie's fault that Pereira got a new deal. Let's keep it real. It's Ollie's fault that Rashford is on 200 bags. Because LVG came in and sold Danny Welbeck, bro. And he was fucking Mank born and bred. And LVG was just like, nah, he's not it, bro. So a lot of these things that are happening right now have to sit with the manager, bro. As I said, he's part of the problem. He's not the complete problem. But I tell you what, it's a lot easier to get rid of the manager than it is to get rid of the board, bruv. A man talk about revolving door policy and we're not sacking club. How many managers got sacked between Sir Matt Busby and Sir Alex Ferguson? Quite a few. So this notion that we're not a sacking team is a load of absolute bullshit. It's for these romantics, innit, that wanna go and like say Man United don't sack managers. They do sack managers, bruv. Like Chelsea and Manchester United are the only 2 clubs in the Premier League to have won everything there is to win in football. Both European Cups, the Premier League, the FA Cup, etc., etc. And Chelsea got a revolving door policy, bro. And it hasn't stopped them from being successful because ultimately their owner is just on winning. He doesn't care how. And you know what? If you've got a winning mentality at the club, it don't matter how many times you sack the manager. Barcelona get rid of their manager every couple seasons, still successful. Real Madrid get rid of their manager every few seasons, barring the Zidane. Do you know what I mean? He left, he came back, and he's in danger of getting sacked again, and they still win shit. All the bottom line is that all these teams have a structure, and they also have a mentality upstairs where like they want to win, innit? Like Manchester United are not winners. They're owned by a bunch of pricks that are all about money first. That's the only reason why Ollie was given the job in the first place. And now he deserves to be sacked. And this is the reason why he won't be sacked straight away. Because ultimately, they don't really care about results on the pitch. They don't. They just care if the club's more profitable or not. So don't be surprised if Man United gets slapped by Liverpool and Ollie don't get sacked, even though he deserves it. So, do you know what I mean? It's one of these match reviews again where there ain't nothing to talk about from the game because we were shit. I think we had one shot on target from Andreas Pereira. I don't know if I can remember another one. Harry Maguire missed an absolute sitter of a header, but I can't really say that we deserved anything out of the game. I said in the match review, we'll probably draw 1-1 with Newcastle, and I said we'll get 1 point out of the 2 games between Newcastle and Liverpool. Well, guess what? It looks like we're getting no points. Nobody's surprised. Everyone's fed up. Memes are flying around. Banner FC. Like, we know what we are right now. It's a joke, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of unrest in the Tottenham dressing room. Them man better not make the same mistake again and let Poch go, blood. Man need to just secure Pochettino, fam. Like, as I said, Poch should have dipped from Tottenham after that Champions League final. There's a lot of unrest in that dressing room. There's a lot of players that don't want to be there. Rumours coming out saying Vertonghen pammed Eriksen's wife and that, bruv. We don't even know if that's true. Bruv, it's all peak. Something ain't right there. Do you know what I'm saying? Vertonghen weren't in the squad at the beginning of the season. Don't know if he was injured. Eriksen's been on the bench. I just feel like that dressing room's in a shambles. I feel like Poch had promises broken to him by Levy and he looks unhappy. I just feel like Tottenham need to hurry up and sack him so we can sack Oli, blood. You know, like that. That's what I think needs to happen. Your bare man out there. Fucking Ajax got a wavy manager. Leipzig got a wavy manager. Bruv, there's man out there, innit? So it's one of them ones, but for the right price, man are available. We need a director of football. We need to get rid of Carrick, McKenna, Phelan, Oli. All of them, United old guard, need to be binned. The only ex-United player I want to see in there, yeah, is Edwin van der Sar as DOF, blood, if possible. Other than that, all of these passion merchants, bare man was saying, oh, we need passion, we need players that are going to run their socks off for the badge. Yeah, they've been doing that. Now they're all fucking injured, mate. It's all well and good running around like a blue-ass fly, but we need some tactical discipline. We need some tactical presence. We need some nous. We need some attacking flair. We need some attacking structure and attacking shape. And Oli ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? Man are calling him a Norwegian PE teacher, blood, and that's being polite right now. That is being polite right now because you don't get 10 years into your career, yeah, and be at Mulder if you don't deserve to be there, innit? Like, man just have to keep it all the way 100. Like, if I was doing this YouTube thing for 10 years, yeah, and my videos were still getting 100 views, blood, I would have given up a long fucking time ago. Do you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just gotta know, bro. If you're 10 years deep in whatever you're doing, yeah, wherever you are, that's probably where you're meant to be, bro. Like, you should be nowhere near Manchester United. Legend status or not, a lot of you man can get sentimental and emotional and say, oh, he's a club legend. He deserves more respect than that. Nah, bro, like, as a football manager, he doesn't deserve any respect because he hasn't done anything. As a human being, I'll respect him. I won't at him and abuse him on Twitter like some other Man United fans have done. The reason why he's deleted his Twitter. I don't condone abusing any of them. Even players like Rashford and them, and I think they're shit, blood. I have a right to speak my opinion, as do all of you. But you don't need to at them and abuse them because that's abuse, innit? Like, voice your opinions, yes. You don't have to be atting them and popping up in their phone and trying to fuck up their day. They're still human beings, innit? Obviously, they're in the public eye, so criticism is always going to be there, bro. It's the same as me. I put my opinion out there. Some people don't like it. If you don't like my opinion, yeah, people are going to be fucking, they can say, oh, you know what, I don't like him, nah. You don't have to at me and try and abuse me. But if you want to, you can, bruv. You'll get a strong mute or a block, bruv. My skin's thick as fuck, bro. I might even put you on blast. But some of these men ain't built like that. Do you know what I mean? Some of these men will take it to heart. There's not a single person on planet Earth that doesn't know me as a person and I don't know that could say anything that can upset me, bruv. Like, you know what I mean? You can suck your mum all day, bruv. I really don't care. But some of these men really do take it to heart. So I do not condone atting these guys and abusing them because it's cyberbullying, innit? Like, whether you like it or not. But I will give my fucking opinion, bruv. And he's not that guy, innit? So one of them ones, as a human being, I respect man. I respect his peace and quiet, peace of mind. That's why I won't be atting him and screaming, get out and all these things. And people going up to him and filming videos and abusing him. That's nonsense. I don't condone that. But one thing I will say is he's a trash manager, innit? Like, he won't, I doubt he'll make it till Christmas. And when he gets sacked, I wish man all the best in the future, yeah, but he's in above his head. Like, there's levels to this football thing, and he's not levels. And I don't want to see Carrick and Thingy there because that's two failed managers that they've been under, and they haven't implemented anything. Them man need to be in the youth team. McKenna needs to go back to the youth team. And yeah, Carrick needs to go back into the youth team, bruv. It's that simple. When I see what Frank Lampard's doing at Chelsea with what barely 2 years of coaching under his belt, it's a mad thing. But he brought in Jody Morris, who's an experienced coach, who's done a lot of good things with the Chelsea setup below first team. And it looks like a match made in heaven, bruv. And Lampard ain't spent no peas yet. Understand Chelsea are going to be even stronger next season when they spend money. Understand that. Do you know what I mean? So, bruv, the game was a joke today. The only positive I can really take from it is Axel Tuanzebe looks ready, played very well at centre half, and then he moved out to left back. I said he would displace Victor Lindelof. I think that he's done that now, and I'm super happy for him because he's a brilliant young player. And just like LVG gave us, well, Chong came in under LVG, bruv. I think Chong's dead still. LVG gave us Jesse Lingard. He gave us Marcus Rashford. He gave us Martial. Like, when Oli sacked, I think we can look back and say, you know what, well, Oli's given us Axel Tuanzebe because under Mourinho, Tuanzebe probably goes on loan again. Yeah, I think that's the only positive man could take. Because, yeah, Danny James has come in, but to be honest, like, if he didn't come in, he didn't come in. Who cares, bruv? Like, Harry Maguire, very obvious signing. Do you know what I mean? Like, one of the best of the rest centre-backs in the Premier League is a very obvious signing. You don't even need scouts to sign Harry Maguire. Or Wan-Bissaka, statistically the best right-back in the league. You don't even need scouts. Like, that's just a common sense signing. Daniel James was the only one that was kind of left. So, when Oli does get sacked, because it's inevitable, I think Axel Tuanzebe will stand out as like the one thing he gave us. Mason Greenwood also, but Mason Greenwood under LVG probably would have been starting week in, week out already because he gave Rashford a chance and he never looked back. If LVG had Mason, he would have been all over him because he's just RVG, bruv. So I just think it's a matter of time before Ollie's done out here, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. It's mad how my match reviews are actually turning into fucking rants, blood. That's what they're turning into. But yo, listen, like, I don't make the rules, innit? Make sure you smash the like button. Just give me all your feedback, who you would want to see come in next. Obviously, you know, I've always been a Pochettino guy. Like, I believe that he's the perfect fit. Also, a lot of people forget that Levy got rid of Paul Mitchell, yeah, his DOF, because Levy wanted to change the structure of the transfers. And I believe that Levy and Pochettino slightly aren't really getting on. Do you know what I mean? I feel like things haven't gone Poch's way, and I think that his heart's not in it no more. So let me know what you think. Who would you want as your manager? I know Ten Hag has come up. Nagelsmann's come up. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people are also talking about Allegri as well. Like, who would you guys want? Because I think the writing's on the wall for Oli. If Oli sees the end of the season, we are getting relegated. Don't get it twisted. We're in a relegation battle now. We're 3 points off the drop zone. Yeah, guys, let me know.